Alright, so this video is going to be without a script, just me talking plainly. Hopefully it'll be fast, but I want to cover very quickly this controversy over dear white people. So I'm going to start there. So, dear white people, if you're like me, you likely saw the trailer for the TV show coming out for Netflix, and if you were also like me, you were pretty mad about it. You thought it was ridiculous. What the hell? What's this, white shaming, race baiting bullcrap that I'm looking at here? Shouldn't we be focusing on shows that are about equality and egalitarianism, not this race baiting, flaming sort of crap? And it would appear that a good number of people agreed with myself. If you look at the video itself, it's got, when I looked today, 54,000 likes to 407,000 dislikes. You look at the comments section, people are angry, ranting, raving, insulting, throwing up conspiracy theories, big old race war in the comments. So I was annoyed by this. I think like a lot of people were. And I saw a video by the Amazing Atheist, which I'm just going to show here. And by and large, he also seemed pretty unhappy with it. He was, what's this race baity crap? It would be racist to say dear black people, wouldn't it? So why say dear white people? Blah. Made a lot of sense. But then I saw in the sidebar something by DeFranco, who I don't watch, but I watched this video on it, and he took a much lighter tack. He seemed much more understanding and mentioned that this TV show is actually based on a movie that came out in 2014 that was actually a really good movie. He went over it, said it wasn't about blacks being racist towards whites, but really more about having a conversation about race, and that the movie wasn't even trying to find some kind of a message at the end, like one overarching theme. Basically, the movie gave a vibe that the conversation needs to keep happening, right? It can't all be summed up in one movie. Race problems can't be all solved in one movie. So I thought that was interesting. I looked up the movie. Turns out, really critically acclaimed, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty significant. So I said I want to watch this movie, and I watched it yesterday with my girlfriend, and we really liked it, and I really liked it. And now that I've watched that movie, I definitely realized I got totally tricked like every other white person who watched this trailer. I got totally bamboozled because the whole point of the character in that 30-second trailer for the Netflix thing is that character is essentially the same as a character in the movie who's like a total militant, angry black woman, right? She just blames white people for pretty much everything, that they're the oppressors, that they can be grouped like that. She's not having the race conversation in order to solve anything. She's there basically to say white people are the problem and they need to fix themselves, right? Black people have been kept down, and it's whites this, whites that, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much her whole aim. And while she has some good points, the idea is that she's so extreme in her views that she's kind of the bad guy in the end. And the movie really navigates well with a few characters on different levels of the race relation spectrum. You have that angry black militant woman. You have this black nerd he feels like he doesn't fit in with whites or blacks or anybody because blacks don't accept him. He's not black enough. Whites don't accept him. He's not black. This kind of thing. And then there are people in between who are mostly okay with themselves, but maybe sort of trying to move outside, either buying too much into the stereotype or trying to move past the stereotype, but in ways that aren't really genuine. They're not really themselves, and so they end up in their own crises. So, like I said, the movie ends with basically a resolution that sort of brings the characters all more towards a point of being moderate. But it doesn't say, like, oh, this is how you solve race problems. Now white people and black people get along together again. So, it was a really useful movie that way. It wasn't unrealistic. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really fair. I'm going to recommend it to everyone, especially who has seen this trailer. But I want to get this out there. I want to tell people about this movie and have that inform their worldview, because the backlash to this Netflix TV spot is insane. I mean, everyone can see it. There are articles all over the place talking about it in major media and also media that covers entertainment. And the internet is pretty much on fire. But if the people just did a little bit of research, like 5 minutes of research, just like what I did. I really did like 3 or 4 minutes of research, and I just looked into the movie that it's based on, and then I learned about the character who's speaking in the trailer, and suddenly it wasn't a problem anymore. Not a problem because all of a sudden I'm some Uncle Tom for whites or anything. Like, oh, it's totally normal to talk like that to white people. But because I realized the whole character in that TV spot isn't representative of everyone in the TV show. She was in the movie really militant, and a lot of blacks rejected her. And I think it's going to be the same for her character in the TV show. I wouldn't be surprised, but that's just the whole point of the trailer, is to try to put out one of the characters and draw people in. So I'm going to stop talking. It's already been over 6 minutes. I could probably cut it down even more. I didn't write a script, so that's maybe why it's taking as long as I am to say this kind of stuff. But I really wanted to make this video very quickly and get this out there because, for heaven's sake, if anyone has any negative feelings about this trailer, which I think you should anyway, because it is meant to be a bit race baity, but that's the character. But if you have any negative feelings, go watch the movie. Seriously, watch the movie. It's not as bad as you think. It's not race baity. It's not talking down to white people. I think it's pretty fair and opens up a good conversation. I really enjoyed the movie, and you should watch it because it helps inform your worldview. And I'm probably going to watch this Dear White People on Netflix. I think it's probably going to be worth it if it's anything like the movie. All right, I'm going to cut it there. It's been 7 goddamn minutes that I'm talking. But I hope that maybe this very short monologue will convince you to, not very short, it's over 7 minutes. This monologue will convince you to maybe watch the movie, take a step back, do a bit of research, and hey, wait a minute, let me get the whole story here. So, okay, I'm done with that. And I'll see you in the next video.